Hey there, hi there, ho there, my name's Vale, and it's slime today. And what do we do on slime today? We get slimes. So that's what we're gonna do, we're gonna get slimes. Oh, man. You know, I thought about playing Stardew Valley today, and then I realized, it's slime today. We play Stardew Valley on slime today. Oh man, today we're gonna make a whole bunch of freedom slimes, and that means we're gonna apply nuclear physics to explosions. We're gonna be like pew pew. Okay, we got some rad plorts and some boom plorts, and we got $7,000. Yeah, I wish I had more money in real life to make up for it. Yeah, that'd be nice. Ah, look at these kitties. They're so happy. Wow. These guys are probably my favorite. The kitties are super cute. Super cute. Okay, so we gotta feed these dudes. And we actually left off. It was nighttime, so it's time to go to bed. So that's the end of the live stream. Hey there, hi there, ho there. Goodbye. I'm just kidding, obviously. Treasure cracker? Yes! Finally! I'm such a cracker! I'm such a treasure cracker! Yes! Yes! Gotta get all the crackers! That allows you to bypass locks. Working on a new recipe, help me out. Huh. I actually don't need any of that. Okay, so first things first. We get all the jimmies. We get all the jimmies. But we can't get all the jimmies because I have too many things. So let's put... I'm going to put the rad plorts in storage. Hey there, Connor Kells. How you doing, bud? I'm going to put the boom plorts in storage as well. Okay, that's what Daddy likes. Daddy likes the plorts. Oh! Plorts! Yes! Okay, so, and then we put the phosphor plorts up. Okay, we're totally flooding the market here, but whatever. Okay. Getting all the odd onions, those go to the crystal slimes. Okay. And these guys... That's a stony hen. Got plenty of roosters in the coop. Got plenty of poopers in the coopers. Yeah. Eat it up, buttercup. Okay. And... let's feed some carrots to the pink dudes. Because we can do some pink plorts. We use them for crafting, so... And then we go in here. And we feed the odd onions to these dudes. Okay. We don't have many plorts there, but it seems we have an abundance of plorts in our pools. Our plorty pools. So, general new, like, policy for the channel. If we ever get, like, over 20 viewers consistently, I'll start going for, like, longer streams, like 2 hours and stuff like that. You know? Because if suddenly I have like 20 people watching, I'll be like, oh man, you know, it seems pretty nice. Oh, Rick, oh no, Rick. Oh man, Rick, oh. Morty, you gotta please the crowds. Shove them way up there, Morty. I mean, what? Oh man, Rick. Okay, and we feed the rad dudes. Aka! Okay. Okay, so one of the things I wanted to do... Okay, hey, there's this guy. Sing Cracker? Okay, what is this? Jellystone? What? It's sold and squishy at the same time. Oh man! I need some roosters over here. Oh, and here's a pod I can open. What we got? What we got? What we got? Oh. What are these? Deep brine. Hexacomb. What? Okay, I'm just gonna put the puddle plorts away in this thing, I guess. And we're gonna pick that stuff up. So I've got new stuff happening. I don't entirely know what's going on. Strange diamond. Very strange, but even more valuable. Okay, so what do I do with the hexacomb? It's an uncommon resource obtained with an apiary. Hexacomb is a result of bees arranging buzzwax into complex patterns, yada yada. Deposit hexacomb into the lab's refinery where it can be used for fabric. Okay. Morty, put the hexacomb in the thing. Okay, so what's a slime fossil? Resources. Slime fossil. Ah, yes. Slime fossils are an uncommon resource. Deposit slime fossils into the lab refinery where it can be used for okay, so it's just resources. And what about jellystone? Jellystone. Jellystone is a common resource obtained with a drill. Jellystone is a semi-hardened deposit. Okay. Into the thing. Just all goes in. Salted ear type of stuff. Deposit deep brine in the lab's. Yep. Into the lab's refinery. Here we go. Okay. Yeah. I'm beginning to get it. There we go. So one of the things I wanted to do was, you know, I wanted to make a nuke slime. Ow. Okay, guys. Suck them up. Okay. Okay, I wanted one of these dudes, and I'm gonna make a new cage. We're gonna start crossbreeding. Okay, we're gonna make a corral purchase, and we're gonna make it high walls with an hairnet and a plort collector, and we're gonna put the boom slime in there. Wait for it. Wait for it. We're gonna feed him a rad slime. Oh man, look at him. Oh, and now I can feed him veggies, which is super epic. Look at how mad he is. Oh man. Oh man. It's a freedom slime. Nuclear power to the rescue. Okay. Okay, yeah, that's just water. Okay, so we can feed that guy meat and veggies now. Oh my god, too much stuff happening. Okay, one of the things we need to do is unlock a bunch of those treasure things, right? So we'll go do that. I'll just feed these guys the aka real quick. Aka. Waka. And I'm pretty sure I have a teleportar up here. Schwa! Okay, there is a treasure thing right here. Nice. Minty grass patch. Minty grass patch. What does that mean? What does that mean? What does that mean? Minty grass patch. What is a minty grass patch? What? Now I have to find it in here because I don't know what that is. What is a minty grass patch? World. Indigo Quarry. No. I have no clue. Did I learn a thing from that? I don't even know. I'm not making a whole bunch of money today. Okay, you know what could be useful is more crystal slime. Whoa! Whoa! What is that? Okay. But I didn't have any meat on me, so... What? What just happened? Blue coral columns. This color is coral tower. Okay, visit the fabricator to build this gadget. Okay. Okay, here's some stony hens. Ah! Roostrew! Need you! I need you, Mr. Roostrew. Parkour. Ooh. Oh, more advanced treasure cracker. Okay, I don't need the rock slimes. Oh, and there's a treasure right there. So it looks like a more advanced treasure cracker. Lame. Okay, but we could use more crystal dudes. Oh! I think this is where we get it. Hey, Lord Harry, Lord Hermione. I'm glad you enjoyed the streams, dude. Whoa! What is... What? What's killing me? Stop it! Stop it! It's rude! It's rude! Oh, there's a big old dude. Let's open this pod. What is that? Is that another strange diamond? Heavy metal called this rock deep purple. I get it. I need more crystal slimes. I just forget where they are. Ha! So, I'm so slick. I'm so sly. You guys can't catch me. Haha. Okay. Hey, MJP. How you doing, bud? Okay, I don't need Radport. Yeet! Oh, no! That was in... that was not the Radport! That was not the Radport! Okay. Radplort! Eat that! Whoa, that's a whole bunch of rads. Super rad, Brad. Oh, so it's just decor. Okay. Crystals! Okay, so it looks like I didn't find the crystal dudes today, but can I crack this open? Nope. Okay, I didn't find any of the dudes. Hey, lame. I didn't do much of anything today, really. Okay, let's just suck all these up. Trade them in for money. Wonder if we can just sell the diamonds. Sell at least one of these. Okay, it doesn't look like I can sell those, so... It said they were valuable, so I don't know what's up with that. There we go. I guess they just go into the maker thing. So let's go into the crafter thing. Okay, so... Okay, and then we're gonna put a rooster over here so we can start getting busy! Okay, so... Make a novice drill, novice pump. chump pump. Hydro turret, slime ball, hoop, slime stage. Is any of this worth it? Novice Gordo snare. Slime ball hoop. Okay. Slime ball hoop, number 1 slime stage, pink slime lamp. Have we learned all this? Yeah, I think we've learned all that. Nothing really worth getting right there. Hey, Master Riper, thanks for tuning into the live stream. Oh, and thanks for that info, Emmanuel. Okay. Okay, so... let's go over this way, see what's up over here. Oh, whole bunch of fruit. I really wish I could carry multiple stacks, though. You know? Okay. So we're gonna feed all this pogo fruit to my pink dudes. Because it's looking like we're gonna need some pink slime. What's up with these guys over here? Are they starving? What's up? Are they crying? Or is that just the light? I think that's just the light for them. Okay. Cow, chicken. More hens is good. We're just kind of exploring right now. I could open up the docks today. Yeah, just give me a minute and I can probably raise enough money to do that. So yeah, let's open up the docks today, but we're gonna explore a bit. They don't want rack dudes. Blue teleporter, what? Set of 2 teleporters. Visit the builder shop to purchase. Okay. Oh, there's the kitty cat. The kitty Gordo. Okay. Okay, there's the key dude. What? Okay, so nothing to see over here. Trying to remember where I found those crystal guys. Oh. Yeet! Oh. I'm gonna bring the chickadoos back. Oh. Okay. I guess it is a bit late, so we'll probably call it a night right there. But, I really want to find the crystals. Oh, I want to find the crystals. Oh. More chickens. I really want to... oh my. That's a lot of chickens. That's a lot of damage. Give me more chickens. So on the list of objectives is unlock that tabby Gordo, unlock the docks, and find more crystal slimes. Oh, that's a lot of stuff. Let's yoink that up real quick. I wonder if there's ever going to be an update for this game. Okay, let's put the chickadoos in there. And then the pogo fruit. There we go. Yeah, eat my slimes! Eat it! Okay. I'll go ahead and feed these guys. They haven't been fed in a second. Oh man, look at this. I got so many of these. Okay, might as well sell these off. More money! Ah, lame. Let's go ahead and sleep on it. Sleep until morning. Okay, what else we got? Oh! Might as well, right? There we go. Hey, there's a spare chicken. 50 hens, and the best of those would be storm hens. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna feed these guys some veggies. And then we're gonna grab the fruit over here. And we're gonna feed them that. And we're gonna act. Oh, wait, that is topped off, so. So we're gonna need to empty this before it can auto-collect. There we go. Okay, let's go ahead and put these away. So by sometime today, we'll be able to open up the docks. I know for sure. There we go. Getting all the pink plots. The power plots. Get the tabbies. And then these guys. Okay, nice and easy. Okay, and then we just deposit all these at the plort bank. Easy peasy. Easy peasy. Yeah. Combo. Combo breaker. Okay, so we'll go feed the odd onions to these dudes. And we'll just let... Ooh, that is a lot of puddle plorts. Just grab those. Yoink! My little puddly wobblies, they're so cute. They get shy when there's too many of them. That's fun. That's fun that they get shy. It's real cute. Get inside me. Okay. There we go. There we go. Oh, he's all happy. Look at him, my little freedom slime's all happy. He's blowing off all over the place. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Okay, we're gonna put this phosphor plort in there. Utilities, drone. I would love to make a drone, but I can't yet. Decorations, minty grass, curios, nothing. Okay, now we go home. I wanna go home. I wanna go home. Okay, and so we're going to suck up all the chickens we can so that we can go unlock the tabby. See what she gives us. And then we'll unlock the docks and see what's up there. Like, what's up, Doc? There we go. Chicken! Okay. I need roosters, I know for sure. Okay. I'll be able to get more chickens on the way there. Yeah. Okay, that's good enough. Got 19 hens. Think you can hide from me, mister? No, sorry. From Mochi Miles. Screw you, Mochi Miles. Okay, I've got 25. Get inside me. Okay, so let's go feed these 25 hens. Oh, nope. Okay, just making sure it didn't turn into a tar. Oh, it's just an ornament. I don't care about those. I don't care. Ow. Okay, any more around here? Ah, give me the chick. Give me the chicken, do? Chicka, woo. Okay, now let's feed them the 30 hens. Okay. Oh, and there's a chicken right over there. Gimme! Gimme! Yeet! Okay, I learned an advanced pump. Well, that wasn't enough, but it's a start. Let's see. Oh. I don't want to constantly feed hens and roosters. Recommend making the slimes a largo that enjoys fruit or vegetables more than meat. Oh, there's another ornament. I hate ornaments. Oh. Nope. None of that. None of that. Okay, what we got? What we got? What we got? Okay, so we're gonna like pop off the slimes. No, wrong. Wait, we wanted to unlock the docks. Yeah, let's unlock the docks. Unlock the docks. Okay, what we got? What we got? What we got? It's a little ducky. Slime toy. Yeah. Okay, what else is here? What else can we do with this? A view of the sea really reminds me of our great purpose, bitches. The sea was the first great unknown in space, and then whatever's beyond all that, you're the little blah blah, so it's a way to do it. Okay, so what is this area even for? What is this area even for? Is it just cool? Is it just more space? Is there really nothing here? It's lame. That's super lame. That is super lame. I guess I would just bring all my puddle slimes down here and just let them generate to their heart's content. Okay, so let's go on the hunt for crystal slimes, I guess. Okay, where did I get crystal slimes? Where did I get crystal slimes? Okay. There we go. Eat 'em up, Buttercup. Okay, what else can we do? What do? Why do heck? I really should start making teleporters, though. That should be... I think we got enough time to do a couple teleporters, maybe, if we get the materials. But first, let's go through here. Try and find some crystal slimes. Yeah, that's right, crystal slimes. Crystal slimes. Here? I think it's in here. Yeah! More crystal slimes. The more crystal slimes I can get, the more power I'll have. Get rid of this boom slime. Yeah, give me that crystal slime. Give me that slizzy slime. The crystal slimes are super cute. Okay, what else we got? Aha! Give me! Get inside me! What is this? Whoop! Yoink! I need a better treasure cracker. White and nerdy in the extreme, whiter than sour cream. BB Club and Glee Club and even a chess team. Okay, that's 13 crystal slimes. Any more around here? Suppose I could just go for it. Woo! Yoink! Yoink! Yaha! Yoink! Like zoinks, bro! All these slimes! Ow, ow. Okay, sweet. That is a whole bunch more crystal slimes to add to my collection. Crystal slimes are epic. Eat. Okay, so as far as I know, whoa. Nope, need a better treasure cracker. Okay, it's it's like 6 o'clock at night. Is it worth going over there, or should I just I should just head back home. I really should. Let's just head back home. Yeah. I'm coming home. Coming home. I'm coming home. I'm coming home. Aha! Swoosh. Huh, I wonder if there's anything over there. There we go. There we go. Ergo, there we go. That's a whole bunch of crystal slimes. Yes, it is. Look at that. I'm gonna be feeding these guys vegetables all day. Kobe. I'll just leave that for now. Kobe. Okay, what else we got? What we got? What we got? Gimme, 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 baby. I'll probably put that. Okay, let's see. I'll probably put the pink quartz in the crafting thing. But let's look into teleporters. Yeah, teleporters could be nice. Yeah, give me the money. The money. I've yet to find, like, even other areas, so... Sleep until morning. Star mail. Yada yada, wish you luck. Return to ranch. Okay, so we're gonna try and unlock the tabby again today. But while we're also doing that, we're gonna do one more grow bed in here full of odd shrooms or whatever. Odd onions. There we go. Oh wait, I don't have the stuff for that. There we go. Yep. We're gonna feed the Aka to the rad slimes because they're super rad, bro. Oh, and that's filled to the brim, so let's take a 50 stack of rad slimes. Dang, that is filled to the brim. Okay. Jeez. Let me take one more so that I can just... Oh my lord. So we're just gonna dump all this in here. Then we're gonna dump all that in there. We're gonna see about making portals. Warp tech, pink teleporter. I need more deep brine. For that, I need more novice drills. Oh, novice apiary. Oh, I don't have any honey ports. So fabricate, fabricate, fabricate. Give me 3 of those bad boys. So does that take any time at all, or? Wait, Q is an explosion thing. That's the shock thing that I can use. Okay, so what is build mode? Flashlight, but I'll do build mode. Yeah, I know. I need more deep brine and hexacombs. I just try and remember how to do build mode. F, no. G, no. R, no. X, no. F1. What is the place mode? How do place objects? Control, no. Alt, no. B, V, tab, no. Caps lock, no. 4, no. T, aha! Install. Install. Get it, boy. In Soviet Russia, I drill you. I mean, what? Okay, there we go. Yes, gadget mode. Go gadget, I'm an idiot. Okay, so Q berries. And we're gonna get some money from these rad plorts. God, there's just too much. And then we're gonna suck it up. This is a suck it up. Oh my god, I do have a map. Okay, so that's like... What is that? Huh. What's there? Man, we got some exploring to do. Okay, so... exploration! Yay! Okay. Red and yellow is considered dry reefs. Okay, so let's go. Oh my! Secret area! Oh my! Oh! So cool. Secret area! Ah. Water. Ah, it's just pink slime. I don't care about no pink slime. Ah! Pink slime. And yeet! Okay, what is that? Nightlight. Slime toy. Okay. Huh. Okay, so we can leave that alone. Can I float like this? Yes, I can. Okay, so... Yeah! I wonder what slime's like that. Can I unlock that? Best not to risk it, I guess. Oh, cool, I'll take these. I do need some more roosters. Anything else around here? I think we've already been in this area. Might as well, right? Whoa, 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 they're mad. They're mad. They are mad. They are mad dads. Yeah, that's right, back off. Ah! I can probably just crap my own nightlight. I'm just gonna leave that there. Okay. So I don't think I've been here before. Ah. This is all very secret. Spooky, scary skeleton. Aha! What is that? Okay. I'll throw away the hen-hens because they're a dime a dozen. Lava dust. Lava. Parkour. Hardcore parkour. Okay, so how do I get out of here? How do I get out of here? Okay. How do I get out of here? Is this just a secret area? I would think I could get out of here through, like, there, but... Huh! Wee! Yeet! Yeet! Oh, parkour! Parkour! Parkour, parkour! Okay. So... if I just... Nope. Can't go that way. Can I go up somehow? Okay. I think I'm stuck here. Just kinda lame, but whatever. Let's try this. Aha! Okay. Nope. Yes! Yes! I'm so epic! I'm the best! Okay. What does this guy eat? Party Gordo. He eats everything. Huh. Where in the world am I? Where am I? Where am I? I am lost. I kind of want to feed the party Gordo. So, God, get rid of the chickadoos in favor of the hen-hens. Oh my God, where am I? Okay. I'm gonna feed you these. You're not gonna give me anything yet, but I'm gonna remember you. Always watching, Wazowski. Okay. Okay, so where do we want to go from here? And I'm on top of the building. Only 10 food items. Man, only 10? Oh. Yeah! Oh, I can't suck those up. There's no more chickens around here. Tits! Okay, I think I'm gonna make my way back to the party Gordo. I've got Tim Pogo fruits now. How do I get back? Going this way. Then just get on top and then fly around. Best way to find it. Okay, we're gonna feed the party Gordo. That's super lame, but I'm still gonna get it. Okay. Okay, just regen. Yeah! Hardcore parkour! Oh. There we go. Yeah! Oh, party slimes. Oh, it's just regular old pink slimes. That's stupid. Nothing. Nothing. I'm just gonna fly across this gap. Bye, thunder. Yeah. Yeah. Hardcore parkour. Okay. Okay, what's over here? Oh, that's the portal area. So we've been here. But I wonder if we can get over there. There's a whole bunch of rad slimes out right now. Ow. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Here we go. And I sink. Been knocked out, but a day's rest should fix you right out. Oh, and I lose my items. Aw, that's a bummer. And I had some lava dust. Okay. The purple cave with the green, with the waterfall. Did you get the green treasure pod? I'm pretty sure I did. But it's been an hour, so it's about time to call it. My sister goes back to college tomorrow, so I want to spend some time with her. I love you all from the bottom of my heart. I hope you all have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.